Hi, I'm Jackie.
Hey, I'm Jared.
And today, Jared is going to be reading me Reddit stories.
Here we go. We'll start off with our first one here. So this one goes, got my now ex-boyfriend banned on Tinder forever, and now I feel guilty about it. I reported my ex-boyfriend on Tinder for giving me an STI. So we're starting off strong right away.
Well, I already am going to say, don't feel bad about it.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
No, actually, that's it. So we're going to move to the second story.
So next story. No.
I reported my ex-boyfriend on Tinder for giving me an STI. So here's the story. I matched with this guy last year on Tinder. Everything was perfect. He's the guy of my dreams, very sweet, caring, and we vibed really well.
Does the guy of your dreams give you STIs? That's just a question. I'm just asking.
No. Yeah, no.
All right.
We even traveled outside the country, few months in the relationship. 2 weeks ago, he told me he tested positive with an STI and said he got it while we were in a break for 2 weeks, or maybe before he even got to know me. I was devastated. I never whore around. At 30 plus years, he's the fourth guy I ever slept with. Been single for 3 years before I met him. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that... I just feel weird that she's like, oh, I never whored around in 30 plus years. It's like, you can sleep with whoever you want. That's fine.
Yeah,
as long as you're being responsible about it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So
obviously this guy isn't. Also, if there was a break in between them dating, like, I get that, but like it seemed to never really be exclusive from the jump. So
yeah.
I mean, maybe we all should have been more responsible about our friend Mr. Condom.
Right. I am sure he's the one who gave it to me. Probably.
Yeah, I would say.
But my instinct tells me something was wrong, and I couldn't believe that he's able to engage with multiple women in that 2 weeks of time that we were off. So I downloaded Tinder, created a fake account, filtered it to my known facts about him, and looked for him.
Mm-hmm.
Found him maybe after 150 plus swipes without a new here badge and a verified account. Yeah. I mean, he probably had it the whole time.
He had a roster.
So.
It's clear. Like, yeah. I mean, rough. That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so mad. It just means he lied to me multiple times. There's a big chance that he was still meeting those women from Tinder while we were seeing each other. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I mean, without the new here badge and then the verified account, like, he had it forever, and he probably had been using it forever. Absolutely. I doubt he got rid of that at any point. It goes on to say, I told him about it, and he said he just made the account the night before to teach his friends how to use Tinder, which I have a feeling is a lie too. That's also, not even a feel. Yeah, go on.
Teach your friends how to use Tinder, dog? What are we saying? Teach them?
No,
Hey, they're grown adults. I think they could fucking figure it out. It's an app.
Yeah, and it's not only teach them.
It's not hard.
Even if that excuse just doesn't make sense.
There's tutorials on the fucking thing too. Like, shut up.
Exactly.
Teach you.
Also, his friend in this scenario has Tinder on their phone. So the way I would teach my friend is I would take their phone and go, here's what you do. You swipe on people you think are pretty. Done. Like, what do you mean? That's it. There's nothing more to it. Also, this is Sweet Pea. We don't know when we're going to post this video or what order yet. But this is Sweet Pea. So maybe you meet her for the first time now, or maybe you meet her in another video before this. Regardless, it's always good to see Sweet Pea.
We love him.
So, goes on to say, whenever I bring up the topic, he would tell me he's very unhappy, and this is causing him stress.
Sorry, I gave you an STI. I'm so stressed out. Don't yell at me.
Don't yell at me.
Don't yell at me. I gave you an STI. Oh, God. I'm sorry. God, fuck. You bitch.
You bitch.
You're so mean to me, and it's caused me so much fucking stress. I'm the one that gave you the STI, though.
Yeah, right.
But I'm stressed.
Ridiculous.
Big F you to that guy. That's your dream man?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's out here just showing his friends how to use Tinder. That's all. Nothing crazy.
He's stressing me out,
He's
dude. I
stressing
was
me
just
out.
literally showing Tim how to swipe right. Fuck.
Whenever I bring up the topic, he tells me he's very unhappy and this is causing him stress. I have abandonment issues from my dad and my exes who cheated on me. So these actions trigger me to be sorry, adjust, and try to fix things, sacrificing my mental health and sanity in the process just to accommodate his feelings. So already unbelievably unhealthy relationship that she is in.
You understand your issue in these relationships and stuff. My advice is therapy. If you're not already going to it, to help you stand up for yourself. Because girl, get up. Girl, get up.
Exactly.
Get up.
That's the thing, because she's self-identified the issues already, which is like the first step. The fact that she can acknowledge that because of my exes, because of my dad, whatever it is, I am this way.
Yeah.
That's good. She's identified it, and now she can try to work on it and work towards boundaries, forming healthier relationships, whatever it may be. Just being able to do that's a great step.
Absolutely.
And the fact that she can do that, I would hope that she can realize that this man is not worth her time, not worth her effort. Mm-mm. Despite all that, he seems not to care. I haven't.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. I'll say it right now. He doesn't.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't. He's
not
stressed
to care.
out.
He's so stressed, dude. He's just showing Tim how to fucking swipe, dude. You're such a bitch.
Yeah. Tim's never used a phone before.
He's never even know. He doesn't even know what a phone is.
He doesn't even know.
He just learned. He was born yesterday.
Yesterday. And that's why that's why this man needed to go to the App Store, download Tinder, create an account, upload his pictures to it, just so he could show Tim how it works.
Just so he could show Tim.
That's it.
Make a bio, all of that stuff.
That's it. That's all he was doing.
Just teaching Tim.
I feel so bad for the girl because she says, which I have a feeling is a lie too, in parentheses there at the end.
Feeling,
it's girl that it is a lie.
It is a lie.
You just go through the logic of it and it just doesn't work.
Like, you're smart. Obviously, like, I can tell. Like, you just have to speak for yourself and get up.
I know.
Get up. He is not worth it. He probably barely washes his ass. Dude, get up. Find someone else.
I haven't even started my medication yet for the STI he gave me, and he's leaving me and bailing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is when I decided I will report him to Tinder. I emailed them and told them my story about the STI. The next day, he unfollowed me on Instagram and sent the photo that he's banned on Tinder with a message, I don't even use this app.
And that's why he was so pissed and blocked you? Yeah, that's exactly why.
Yeah, he doesn't even use
this app. Yes, sure, brother.
He says, whatever chance we had at chatting again is gone.
Yeah, okay. Later! Thanks for the STI. Never contact me again. Ew.
Absolutely ridiculous. And this man, so she says at the beginning of this that they traveled outside of the country together. So, like, they've been together for months. They've done things together at this point. They've
done relationship stuff.
Yeah, they've done relationship stuff.
Yeah, the dude's been cheating.
Yeah.
He has been cheating.
100%.
He's always seen other women. It's just that he decided, I'm going to go on this, like, trip with this girl, and we're going to bone, and I'm also going to see a new country. Like, it was just an opportunity for him. Yeah. That's what it was.
Unfortunately, it seems like it. She says, I lied to him and said I didn't do it. This is the first time I lied to him ever, and it really sucks. I always believed that the foundation of a good relationship is honesty and trust. I've always seen him as my soulmate and my endgame. Hence, I didn't want to build a relationship with him based on lies. So I never did even on petty things. So it's just weirdly
lied.
Written.
Never lied.
Okay, that's just weirdly written. I didn't want to build a relationship with him based on lies, so I never did, even on petty things. I read it bad. So continuing on.
Whatever happened with that break, whatever, if there was an argument or something I always like, always said to myself, you know, oh, I would think about my perfect husband, the person I would want to spend the rest of my life with, that's the one that I would spend the rest of my life with. And whenever I was in a circumstance that like I didn't love or something, I would always ask myself, would my husband do this? Would my husband treat me like this? Would my husband not care about my feelings? No? And if the answer is no, that's not your dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your dude.
Yeah, 100%. Thinking that this is what I feel about lying to him made me think how he... Damn, I'm gonna redo that one. thinking that this is what I feel...
Huh?
Take a breath.
Hold on, I got this one. Hold on. Thinking that this is what I feel about lying to him made me think how he was able to lie to me in multiple occasions. So, okay, I see what she's saying.
She feels bad for lying.
Yes.
And she's wondering, well, why doesn't he feel bad? How can he lie to me consistently and not feel bad? Because he doesn't give a fuck about you. Yeah. He doesn't care about you.
Yeah, and that's really it. She says, am I that stupid? And it's like, you're not stupid.
At all. You are not stupid. It's just, you are just letting things slide when they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And it's just, bottom line, this dude didn't care about you.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have been your type on paper besides this one part, but this one part is a massive, massive red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, he is not your dream guy. Because if it's not the entire package with a nice little neat bow on top, and of course, people are going to have faults and stuff, but this is a major fault.
Yeah.
And you should not lower yourself to be with somebody who doesn't want to put in that time and effort and actually form like a meaningful relationship with you.
The bottom line, we've got a little bit left of this, but we already have enough info from the very beginning. The first sentence, we already have enough info, but we already have enough info, especially now, to say this is not worth it.
Also, don't feel guilty about banning him on Tinder.
Absolutely
honestly,
not.
He gave you an STI.
Yeah.
He gave, like, that alone, he's a piece of shit. And you saved a lot of women from also getting an STI. So thank you. Because you did God's work.
Yeah. Banning him off of Tinder because he's not checking up on himself if he's just going around passing this around
Clearly
to whoever.
Clearly, and he's not having safe sex. So, I mean, who's to say how many other women besides you also have an STI from this guy?
Yeah.
So you just kind of stopped it from spreading even more.
Yeah.
So thank you, Queen.
Thank you, Queen. So she says, now I feel guilty of lying and that he won't be able to use the app ever again. Stop right there. Full stop right there. Absolutely nothing to feel guilty about.
Also, plenty of other apps he could whore around on. Plenty of other apps. It's not gonna end his fucking life. He's a grown man. Hey, again, gave you an STI. Let's leave that right there on the table. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
And I understand that, like, because, like you said in the post, because of your past experiences and all this stuff, you tend to be more lenient. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be lenient when it comes to this. When it comes to this guy throwing you under the bus consistently. That's it. You just have to get up.
Yeah. That's really
You just have to stand on your own 2 feet. You are better than this. And you have to believe that. That's a hard thing, but I mean, if you keep lying, like if it feels like a lie now, like I am good enough, I'm worth more than this, and whatever. If it feels like a lie now, just keep saying it, and then one day it won't feel like a lie, and you'll feel like you are better than this, and you deserve better than this. That's some advice.
This might cause him more stress, and maybe he might have to be alone forever. Okay, stop right there again. Hold on. Let's pump the brakes one more time. This poor girl is spiraling.
You're spiraling.
Absolutely spiraling right now.
This
It is
rough.
okay. She needs to take a breath.
Listen, I know you're a good person because you care so much. And it's so clear here that you care so, so, so deeply.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to care about this man. I'll tell you that right now. You do not have to care about him.
Yeah.
You know, it's out of sight, out of mind. I'm sure he was a nice person when you guys were together and stuff. But like at the end of the day, he did not put you first.
Yep.
And you don't deserve that. You deserve someone who will put you first.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just simply not worth it.
And he's not going to be alone forever. I promise you that. He'll find a way.
Unfortunately, the truth of the matter is he's probably with someone right now.
He also got a roster, clearly.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about him.
And in his words, he doesn't even use that app.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
At all.
Not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. This stresses me out right now and got me thinking if what I did was right. It was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I also feel that this is not me. I never thought I would be this revengeful. For people I truly care for. Yeah, this isn't revenge. It's
a consequence to his own actions. It's a consequence.
Yeah, it is. I mean, reporting his account was the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
Because one, he cheated on you, and two, he's spreading STIs. So, probably a good thing to get him off the dating apps until he can figure himself out. And that's not for you to find out who he will or will not become. Absolutely. Because you just need to write him off.
Yeah. It's not your problem anymore. Wipe your hands of it.
Yeah. I am very, very torn and it makes me unhappy. The feeling of guilt is eating me up. Should I help him reinstate his account?
No.
Or did I give the dating app world a favor by reporting him? That one.
That one. Mm-hmm. The second one.
Yeah, the second one. He 100% did the world a favor there. Yeah, I mean, that's the end of the story there. Bottom line, dude sounds like a dick. Ditch him. It's not worth your time.
Absolutely.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh. Meh. Meh. Second story here. This one is titled Got Ghosted. It says, "Hi, I just really need to rant. And also some words of encouragement if possible. Get some words of encouragement if possible. Because I have been crying for the past few days, and it feels like I'm going insane. I, 23 female..." That's what it means. I just don't like saying female.
That's how Reddit is, though.
It says, I, 23 female, was talking to this guy, 25 male, who I met through Tinder for basically exactly... 4 months. For basically exactly 4 months. To give a summary, when we first started talking, it was nice. I don't ever really take dating apps too seriously because most guys are creeps. Fair.
Yeah.
Aren't actually looking for anything serious, or just don't know how to hold a conversation.
That's true.
Yeah. Immediately, he was different. From the start, he seemed very interested, and our conversation moved over to Instagram because he asked it to.
Okay.
And we would talk every day. So far, sounding not nice. So bad.
Yeah, sounds nice.
At one point, he asked me out, but never really followed up with plans. First red flag, looking back. About 3 weeks into us talking, was the first time I admitted to him that I liked talking to him and I wanted to get serious about planning a date. Okay.
I think it's
so
weird
that's like
that
3
you
weeks
have to,
and you have to get serious about wanting to go on a date.
In my experience, if they are truly interested, after the first, I would say, week of you getting comfortable and talking with this person, like a lot on a daily basis, they're going to be like, I need to see you.
Yeah.
If they are really interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't have to be like, so about that date, I was wondering if we're ever going to go on one.
Yeah, and after 3 weeks, I mean, to have to do that's a little rough,
that's
too.
That's rough.
It says, I had given him my number and Snapchat at this point, so we were Snapchatting, sending videos, just talking, nothing crazy, and also texting every single day. Well, we tried planning a date again. Those plans fell through due to him not confirming anything until the date of.
Wrong. Bad. No.
And then I decided, for a few reasons, I wasn't feeling it anymore. We stopped talking for a few weeks until he texted me again, and I told him I thought he wasn't interested in me. And he assured me that he was, and that he definitely wanted to meet me in person. So,
Is he catfishing you?
yeah, we've gone through like weeks of time at this point. Like,
This is like a month.
yeah, there was some chatting back and forth during this time. They were texting every day, and that's nice. But at this point, trying to plan the date first for 3 weeks,
And the fact that he's bailing on you that day of
Mhm.
is super shit. Like, unless there is a complete emergency, but like she said, I think it was a couple times this has happened.
So you got 3 weeks to that, and
No.
then that falls through, and then you stop talking for a few weeks after that until he comes back around and messages. It's like, at this point, yeah, it's not even worth it.
No.
Plans were set for 2 weeks later. I had my birthday coming up. Other things, couldn't do it any sooner. Couldn't do anything sooner. And again,
Okay.
those plans fell through because he wouldn't fully plan anything. So we were like even more weeks. So even after he reached out, then they stopped talking. They talked for 3 weeks. They stopped
What a
talking for a few
headache.
weeks. Then 2 weeks later, they're still trying to plan their first date.
No.
It's not. This,
What
yeah.
a headache. Like, I would be like, okay, it was nice talking to you. Lose my number. Literally lose my number.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this game.
Because
I'm tired.
my perspective is, if he wanted to, he would. That's really it. Like, he has had the opportunity. He's known you for weeks and can't pick a single day to meet you for whatever. Let's go grab lunch, grab a cup of coffee, whatever. Just a couple
For an
minutes
hour.
for weeks.
Yeah.
Like, he can't even make that
Not
much
even
of an
a
effort.
small time. No. No.
Cut to around Thanksgiving, I decided I was meeting this guy or just never talking to him, so I planned a little date where we watched Christmas lights.
Very
Cool.
nice.
He said he was really excited to finally meet me, and he had been looking forward to it for a while now. As well as sending me Snapchats, calling me cute, and saying things like he couldn't wait to cuddle with me down the line, pulling me into the relationship more than I had been. It makes sense because he's saying all this. So
Saying all sweet stuff. Yeah.
we finally met. I hadn't necessarily felt extreme romantic feelings towards him, but it also just takes me some time to warm up to people.
Okay.
So it was no big deal to me. At the end of the date, he walks me to the car and says, I don't know if you're interested, but I personally love to go on a second date. I say yes, and he even tries to plan what days he's free. But I got a little flustered, and we decided to just plan the text later. Decided to just plan over text later. Yeah, so, I mean...
don't know. You kind of know this guy doesn't really plan things over text. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, having him in the moment there is probably the best time to try to get it, but at the same time...
it took this long
It took this long,
him
yeah.
to go on a single date with you. It's just, I don't know. It was just not worth it.
Yeah.
And also, it feels more like a friendship. Like, you guys are really close friends.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he's trying to, like, also throw in, like, oh, yeah, like, and you're cute. It's like, okay, but, like, it feels more friendship-y to me.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem
At
to
least
be...
that's how she's portraying it.
Yeah,
to me.
willing to, like, commit any further than what's been happening. And even if she did make a date with him in person right there, who's to say he
would
wouldn't
bail.
flake
Probably.
and bail?
Yeah.
So she says, let's plan it over text.
Okay.
I get home and he doesn't text me the next day. Date was on Friday, so I text him that Sunday. He replies immediately. I asked him if he's still feeling a second date. Due to him not texting, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And if there were no hard feelings. I would guess she thinks there's maybe hard feelings because she didn't want to plan in that moment. She said she got flustered and decided to plan over text.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be offensive. that shouldn't be offensive.
That's what I'm thinking, like, what would the hard feelings be about?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that moment, the way I'm picturing it. Maybe they were talking and she was like, yeah, I just don't want to do this. I want to go home or
Well, if
whatever.
you're anything like,
Maybe, I don't
if
know.
she's anything like me, I don't have my schedule on me. I
Yeah.
really have to like look, like I have it written out upstairs, like on a board,
Hmm.
what my schedule is. So if she's anything like me, I don't know when I'm available.
Yeah.
Really. Like I have to really check and make sure and it's all at home. So
Right. So if he's throwing dates at her, I mean, who
yeah.
knows how she was feeling in that moment. So, but I would
I
guess
mean, she
that's
could
maybe
have,
why she's thinking there's hard feelings.
yeah,
I don't know though.
she could have done like oh yeah, well, I might be free on Friday or Saturday or something, but I'll have to check. Let's confirm it over text.
Yeah.
If she was like, no, I don't want to plan one right now, let's just text about it. Like, I think that would maybe be a little off-putting, but still, like, it really shouldn't be that offensive to him.
Yeah, shouldn't. He again tells me he would love to go on a second date, so I try to ask when he's free. At this point, he never responds until texting me a few days later saying he's been overwhelmed at work and asks if we can still do something after Christmas, and again says, I still want to see you, so please don't make that mistake. Don't mistake that.
What does he do for work?
Yeah.
What does he do for work that he can't send you a text in the morning or even later at night and stuff? Like,
yeah.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. I think
I hate the overwhelmed with work thing. I think it's an excuse every time.
I think so too. Work is overwhelming for many people.
For everyone.
For everyone, yeah. And I think that anytime you're giving an excuse for why you haven't texted back, unless there's been some sort of like serious tragedy or something in your life or family or something like that, that's one thing. But if you're just kind of stressed out or overwhelmed or whatever it may be, I feel like nowadays everybody has their phone. The dude could be in the bathroom and shoot her a quick text, Yeah. Like if he wants to talk to her
on the way home from work,
could have.
Yeah, before he goes and drives, send her a little, hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm stressed out right now. I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or the next day or whatever. Like, not an excuse anymore. Also, it's not an excuse either. She's not like a work friend. She's like a person that you want to like date.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to like late night texting or something, like say he gets off of work at like 3 a.m. You can still shoot her a text. I'm pretty sure that, most people our age have their like ringer off,
Mm-hmm.
Where it just vibrates and it's fine. So you can literally just send a text whenever. Like,
yeah, not being able
to. It's not that deep.
There's never, like I said, unless it's like something really tragic or something has happened in life, sending a text is so easy. And nowadays, even if it was the 3 a.m. example, like, oh yeah, it's so late, I don't want to shoot her a text while she's sleeping. A lot of phones could like program. You could say like send this text out. Well, no, you could like say send this text out at 9 a.m. or whatever. Like some phones let you do that, and it's like I don't know. There's just so many different ways that he could have messaged her.
Yeah,
he didn't want to. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, you're an afterthought to him. That sucks.
Yeah. So yeah, he goes on and says that I still want to see you. So please don't make that mistake. I say, of course, I understand, and ask if there's any specific day he had in mind, just so that I could keep my schedule open. And then he never responds. Yeah, it's just not. This is weeks, by the way. This is a week.
No, she said months. She said 3 months.
Yeah, this is months, actually. Months. Yeah, by this point, this is months. This is insane.
No.
So he never responds.
He's looking for something better. That's all I'm saying. He's looking for something better.
He's keeping his options open, it seems like. I let a week go by and then text him this past Thursday, basically saying his lack of response is making me a little confused and I'd love to clear the air. I assure him that I understand him being overwhelmed, but a quick check-in would mean a lot to me, and if we need to wait to plan anything, that's completely fine. That's, clear, concise. She's saying, hey,
Good
good
communication.
communication on her part for
Yeah.
sure. And I think that that's valid to be like, hey, shoot me a text, just say hi at some point. I get you're overwhelmed, and she acknowledges that too. And you know, I think that this is really all on him at this point.
It is.
After I send him this message, he blocks me on everything. Okay, there we go. So I answered that. Um, he blocks me on everything: Snapchat, Instagram, my number, Tinder. I can't express how much reassurance this man kept giving me, even after I asked him if he wasn't interested. He could just possibly be, if he could just be honest. Yeah, I mean, this is so like she caught a stray here. Like, just
Yeah,
like,
like this
where did
guy's clearly
this?
unhinged and you dodged a bullet. Honestly,
Yes.
like this guy is not right in the head. Not clearly.
Yeah. The only thing I could think is that I possibly came on too strong, but we've had
No.
conversations that were deeper in the past, which is why I felt comfortable just saying how I felt.
This is over months and you had clear and concise like conversation. You were trying to be clear with your thoughts and your feelings, which is what it should be with anybody, with your friends, with your family, with your significant other, with people you're dating. You should be clear and concise about what you want and what is bothering you and all of this stuff, and it shouldn't get this reaction. Clearly this guy is not good up here. He's not all right.
I felt so hurt, and the fact that I will never get an explanation is genuinely so painful. I've thought about reaching out to him on a friend's phone just to see if he would provide an explanation on a human level, because the blocking feels so out of left field. That's what I said, like caught a stray bullet, just like out of nowhere. He just was like, yeah, blocked.
He literally said, "I'm done with you."
Yeah.
Like a wet tissue.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Just tossed you away.
Like so stupid. I mean, ghosting hurts. Just in general, like being ghosted sucks.
Yeah.
And it's never ever nice and it's never ever good. But you got to think about, things that are meant for you will find you. Things that are meant for you will stay. People who are meant for you will stay. That guy's just not meant for you, and you got to just chalk it up to that. Yeah. It is what it is. Like, really, like, that's the only thing I can say. It is what it is, and you just have to let things be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it really sucks being ghosted, and it's okay to feel sad about that. But trying to reach out to this person who clearly doesn't want to talk to you, clearly cut off that communication for whatever crazy reason he fucking thinks in his brain. Just let it be. That was his decision. You have to respect that.
She says, I'd appreciate any words from anyone, and thanks for reading if you made it this far. And I think that you summed it up right there with any words for her. It's just, at the end of the day, he just wasn't for her.
Wasn't for you.
And, I think that what she can maybe take away the most from this is she put so much time and effort into it. And she saw so many signs that he was not doing the same. He wasn't returning the energy she was putting into it. And I think that's a good thing for her to, call back upon when she's moving towards a new relationship with somebody else. Is like, hey, is this person putting in the same effort and energy into this as I am? If not, maybe I don't spend months on this person.
Absolutely. Just take it as a lesson to be learned. Like, if anything, just say, hey, I learned stuff about myself and about what I want and don't want in my next relationship, and just have it be that. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yep. So that's it.
Good luck, Queen.
Good luck, Queen. Third and last story, I think, for this one, which is a little shorter. So we have this one started, The One Who Pulled Me Into Traffic. That's it. The One Who Pulled Me Into Traffic. I think it's like a Friends reference. The one who... I don't know. Maybe not. I don't watch Friends. I don't watch Friends. I've come off the apps for a bit and figured I'd tell some of my date horror stories, as I won't have any wild screenshots for a while. I've got a lot of them, but this was the worst date last year. We went for a park date. He wanted to show me the highest point in the city. I wasn't familiar with the area, so he led me, and it became obvious very quickly that this guy had no respect for his own life expected car and or expected cars to stop to let him cross. Okay,
That's
so he's just walking into
crazy. Dude's
traffic.
just walking.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Fun.
insane. Okay.
She says, I hate traffic, cars, and noise. Parentheses, I'm autistic, so I made the same journey without endangering my life. I'm going to do that all again.
Crazy.
I hate traffic.
Crazy.
Hold on, I got it this time. I hate traffic, cars, and noise. I'm autistic, so I made the same journey without endangering my life. But on the way back, he was visibly impatient with me. So it already sounds super overwhelming for this person.
Yeah, so overwhelming.
And he's upset with her because she's uncomfortable, and he's forcing her to do things that she's not comfortable with. Walking into traffic is overwhelming for her. Like, so this dude already just sounds like a dick without caring for her at all. At a busy T-junction, he grabbed my arm and pulled me into the road. I resisted, and a car had to brake suddenly so as not to hit me. The driver honked at me and started screaming out his window. Already terrible, miserable right there. I mean, this
would ruin my day.
Yeah, that's the end of the date right there, I would say.
Absolutely. I went home.
Yeah. So the driver honked at me and started screaming out his window. I ran for the other side and started having a major panic attack. Loss of vision, vomiting, the works. Yeah, and...
That's a very warranted response to almost getting hit by a fucking car. That's insane.
I get it. She mentions earlier that she hates the traffic, she hates the car, she hates the noise. So it's she's already painted this overwhelming picture.
Yeah.
And for him to just grab onto her, first of all, this is a first date, and for anybody to grab you by the arm and pull you and move you forcibly is already fucking nuts. So yeah, brutal already right there. Completely warranted response.
Insane.
She says that my date stayed on the road screaming at the driver. Perfect date. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, that's what you want to see.
So this sounds absolutely miserable.
He sounds sane.
When he remembered I existed, he tried putting his hands on me, which got him a shrieked, "Don't touch me."
Good.
He then wouldn't take no for an answer for walking me home. Okay, so this is just like, she found a lunatic.
This one's bad. I'm so sorry you gotta go through
this.
Like, truly, this is actually scary. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Awful.
Terrible. So he then wouldn't take no for an answer for walking me home. He followed me to the point we were entering my neighborhood, and I had to outright tell him that I didn't want him to know where I live and won't be moving an inch till he leaves. Mm-hmm. So fair. I would not want this dude to know where I live.
He's clearly mentally ill.
Yeah, he's showing so many... He's just done... Everything he's done has been aggressive.
Very
forcibly
aggressive.
Grabbing you, telling you that he's going to walk you home whether you like it or not.
The street, almost
you.
Getting you both hit by a fucking car.
Yeah.
Like... No, this guy is unhinged. And if he knew where you lived, it would have been very dangerous.
Yeah, definitely dangerous.
I probably would have called the cops.
Yeah.
At this point, right here.
Yeah.
Like, and if you don't leave me, I will call the cops. I'm calling them. I don't even like the cops.
So it seems like he leaves or something at that point, because she goes on to say, that night he blew up my phone for being rude to him, them for not responding to him, till I snapped and messaged him back telling him he can't possibly think that went well, and I'm sitting in a quiet room trying to calm down. Yeah, that's just insane. And then, because in his mind, you know how this type of person is, he called you out for being rude, so he's going that, I can't believe she did that, what a like, she made that date awful, she did it, she was so rude. What part was rude? He was forcibly moving you, following you, and
didn't care about your uncomfortableness, and No, he
Yeah.
was the rude one here. But it's always like what they say, like I know women dating, but they always ask about, past relationships because of their response about past relationships. So they'll either go, "Oh yeah, my ex-girlfriend, she's crazy." Red flag right there, because why was she crazy? Because she stood on her business? Because she didn't take your shit? Like,
Yeah.
there's just like reasons why we ask certain questions to just kind of get a general feel about the other person and stuff. This guy seems like the type of guy who's gonna be like, "Yeah, my last date, she was fucking crazy. She literally wouldn't let me walk her home. I was just trying to be a fucking gentleman." And like,
Yeah, that's
no,
exactly
like,
what he said. That's what he was telling his buddies.
yeah,
100%. So yeah, block him, don't contact him,
yeah, you shouldn't
and
have
move
even
on.
messaged him. It should have just been a ghost situation here, like straight up.
Cool. So that's all of it. Hope you guys all enjoyed that. If you guys have any stories you guys come across, maybe throw it in the comments so we can react to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Bye.
Bye.